Welcome to this month's OptimizePress Teardown. Now, the template that we're going to be looking at is on the screen here and it's Mention. Put it simply, if you don't know what Mention is, it's a service that you use online which basically listens out for any mentions of your specific keywords or your website name, whatever you enter into it. And it's an amazing service. It's super what it does. It can really drill down and find different mentions of particular keywords across forums, social media networks, blogs, and lots more. So it's a very powerful tool if you want to keep your ears out for particular keywords and things that you're looking at in your niche. Now, this is their homepage we're on just right now. So scroll on down, you can see beautiful header section here, lovely color tone as well, video background playing there. You can see people on some keyboards, just some sort of office type video shots. Quite catching, very engaging as well. Also, you'll notice the headline is changing with the text here. And you'll see it says monitor your, and then the words keep changing, products, competitor, and so on. So you can see it's got a nice catching headline, and directly below that we have that call to action. Just put in your name and email, or put in your email address in this case, and you can start the free trial. So this whole header section, or this hero section, the top section, beautifully designed, lots going on there. You've got, there's nothing too distracting with regards, it's all related. So you've got office type images, and you've got the text explaining what each different monitor can do, and then you've got the call to action. So that's that header section. Going on down, they've got the logos of companies that use them, so instant recognition there from authority brands. You can see directly below that header section. I'm on a big screen here, so it's actually below the, or it's showing above the fold in my case. And then we drop on down into this section here. We've got this nice tab section, so you can scroll on through and see what some of the other features are. Again, they're keeping that content compact within this one section of the page, so you're not having to keep scrolling to view these individual sections. And then we go on down, you see they notice how that little animated effect scrolled in there, and you can see it's just little icons of different services and logos. And then you go on down, we've got this two paragraph section, a bit more content. Then we go into this lovely row, nicely designed, bring through that same color. You've got text over on the left, a little highlight there to show that this is a new feature, request a demo, call to action, and then over on the right this little animated GIF showing you Mention in action. So it's very nicely done, lots of benefits they're showing you throughout, so you don't even have to ask, you can see examples of the inside of Mention, how it's how it works and what it does. And then we go on down again into this full benefits section, and they're covering everything of what you can do, how you can narrow down your brand or narrow down your words that you're trying to find, showing you finding influencers and things. You can see that effect as I click on these, they sort of they animate into like a zoom, or they move, so very nicely done there. Then we drop down into this, another place to show a bit of authority. These are brands that are using Mention, so you can see some very big brands in there which people recognize with and know these brands instantly just from seeing their logos. And then we go into this testimonial section, so it's very nicely done. It's got 3 different testimonials that animate through, so they scroll on through the testimonial sections. If we click here, you can actually change those. So you can see there's 3 and it goes through. And then we drop into the last call to action here, request a demo, using some numbers here. Look, 650,000 companies use Mention daily, so they've got a good stat in there, clearly showing there's a lot of people using Mention to track keywords across the web. And then into their final footer section, very clean, very clear, listing out all the different links if you want to go to those pages. And on the right there, it's a little tiny counter. You can see it's just counting as people still use mentions delivered there. Very nicely done. So that's the home page. There's actually 2 pages that we want to tear down. Now this month's teardown is going to be slightly different than the usual teardowns that you've been seeing. I'm not going to go through and build this entire page from scratch. What I will do is pick out certain elements of the page, and then we're going to build those. There's another template here I want to show you, which is the pricing template as well. So what we've done, we've built 2 templates, and we've built a sales page and a pricing page. And you can see this is the pricing page or Mention's pricing page, and you can see very cleanly done, nice coloured sections at the top showing the price and the button there to call to action to get started. And then below they've included what's included in each package that they're offering. And the custom one over here is obviously slightly different coloured. It contains all the features that they've got there as well. and obviously that's their custom. Then you've got the different pricing ones there. Option to switch to yearly and monthly payments if you wanted to. You can click on that and change. Then again below that, the leading brands that are using them, so they're carrying through with the companies that are already using their brand, a bit of just reinforcing what they've already told you on the sales page. Maybe if you land on this page before you've been to the sales page, they're showing you straight away, these are the brands that are using us. And then to eliminate any doubt they've got, the old questions ready to answer your questions before you even ask them. So very nicely done, very clean pricing page. So we have actually built two templates. Now how this is going to work, slightly different. So like I said, it's different to me just building it from scratch. You haven't got to watch me go through. Now what we've done, we've built a sales page, you can see it here, and then we've built a pricing page as well. Now these pages are completely built, they're ready to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk you through a couple of elements and explain how we've built them and show you the ins and outs of them and the elements that are being used. The first section I do want to cover is this, obviously this beautiful header section, and I'm going to show you that how we've built it on the sales page as well. We've obviously used our elements using our custom headline element, and I'm going to also give you some ideas of things how you could obviously do exactly the same as Mention have done here as well. So that's the first element we want to go over, I'm going to cover, and then we're going to pick on the pricing page as well, because we built the pricing template. We're going to show you pretty much how to clone this kind of layout and do something very similar to this style of pricing. And here's our pricing template that we've used. So we're going to go through and just talk about that one. I'm going to show you all the settings that we've put in place for that. Okay, so let's firstly start with this header section. You can see it here on our site. We've got a fixed image in the background. Now you could have video in the background if you wanted to, because you could use the video background element, which is one of the new features in the Plus pack. So you can use the video background here to get the exact same look as what Mention have done on their homepage as well. So if you had some video content, maybe it was video content of you around the office or your team, something related to your page that you're using, it'd be perfect to get into this header section. So we've used a fixed one for now, but by all means you could use a video. You'll notice how we're using our custom headline element. You can see the text is changing there as well. Now you could do exactly the same as Mentioned. You could particularly describe a sentence and then you could finish it off with maybe 3 or 4 different words that are going to rotate, as we've done in our example. We've also got this call to action here as well. Now you could have this that link through to a shopping cart page or a checkout page, or you could put in the overlay optimizer and collect name and emails. That's entirely up to you. And we haven't used that. We've just put the button in place so you can link it up, do what you want with that. You can also see on our design. I'll run through our design first before I pick out these or cover the header section. Here's what we've done here with the tabs. We're using the tabbed element. Okay, so you can jump through pretty much what they've done here with this. Okay, so we've done the same using tab, bringing through our same color as well. We've then included these 2 paragraph sections here, and then we drop down into this row. You'll notice the background image is actually the same as the top image here behind this row. It's a fixed background. It's using the overall page background for the entire template there. And then we've got this row here. We've got our call to action, different color, so it stands out on that darker background. Going on down, we've used our featured blocks to put out the benefits section, so much like they've done where they've lined up theirs here with these 6 images with text underneath. So we've done the same styling here on this. And then if we go on down, we've got our testimonial section, which we've included. A bit different to theirs. They've obviously used the brands and the brand recognition on their site. So we've put in testimonials. You'll also see the sliding testimonial there, which is going through. Okay, and then we drop down into this final row section. Much like theirs, we've used the inspiration there for the image in the background with the testimonial over on the right with a different color. And this is using the row background element inside the new feature row, so it's a different background to the main overall page. What we'll do, I'm going to pick that element as one of them as well. So we've got the top section, we're going to build, we've got that row background element, we're going to build that, and then we've also got the pricing template here which we're going to build. let's jump in the live editor. When I say build, I'm just going to talk you through what we've done. So you can look at everything, you can see the stylings, and if you have any questions, obviously you can put them in the comments below. So it's a little bit different to our previous teardowns. You don't have to watch me build the entire thing from scratch. And don't worry, you'll be able to get these templates. I'll tell you about that at the end of this video. So here is the first header section here. The overall image is put in the color scheme settings, page color, overall color options, and then you'll see the image itself there. So we've got that image in place. We've also set the background color for this template here as well, and that's the main image. It's very big, obviously it's a large image, and that is there showing across the entire page. The headline here is using the custom headline in the plus pack. So if we open up the headline, you'll see here we're using the clip effect, and the text we've got is our templates are, and then we've got the animated text being amazing, contemporary, converting, and optimized. So that's where the text is changing. When you see the cursor come back and print again, it's putting out these different texts. So you could add and remove different ones here if you want, or reword, change that up as you like. So you've got your static text, this stays the same, then your animated text, which changes. You also have the option to highlight the color as well if you want. We've left it as it is default, and it's also a white color. So that is the advanced headline element, which is there and which is doing that animated effect, and you can see it's there with a little red cursor showing. So that's the text that's changing. The button, like I said before, this is just a default button. So we just put the button in. If I expand the styling and the text, you can see how we've styled that little button there. The font size is 17 with small width and height. There's no border, there's a slight border radius on it. Then you've got the background color there as well. None of the other options are turned on. So it's a very simple button. The colors obviously work perfect with this dark background color. Now if you wanted to put a video in this, you could edit the row, and if you had a little video made, you'd go down to your background video settings here, and from here you could choose to upload your video or put the URL from YouTube, or even the URL from video you've already uploaded. So it'd be easy to put in that same, if you had a little video working, it'd be easy to put in that effect that they've got with the video background in the background playing along, and you could put that in there. And as before, you can obviously put an overlay onto it, different color, etc. And we have videos showing you how to use these features in more detail in our knowledge base. You can go and watch those if you're unsure, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward. You choose the video source, which would either be a YouTube or it'd be the URL, and from there you'd then go and upload your video and link to it, and you could add it into the site. So that's really the header section. We've also included obviously some padding top and bottom, so that gives it lots of spacing at the top and lots of spacing at the bottom there. So that's what we've done. There's a little bit of custom CSS there as well. You can ignore that, don't worry, it's in the template, which will tell you how to get that template as well in a moment, or the templates. So that's really the header section, nice and clean, nice and big. Let's go on down to the background image we had here. So we've got this section here, and you can see it looks quite big there. What I'm going to do is edit this row, opens up the row, and we go on down. There's the background image that we've included in this row. So that's been added through the background image, the row feature here, and we've set it to cover and stretch. You could, if you wanted to, obviously add a different color and also adjust the opacity on that background if you couldn't see it or you just wanted to darken it. You could easily do that with the opacity settings. Another option is to enable the parallax effect. So at the moment there's no effect on it. If I tick that and just click update and then save and close, if I go on down here and I reload this page, you can see at the moment it's fixed as I scroll. If we just reload that page, and now when I scroll, the background image should have some motion to it, so it kind of scrolls slower than the actual page is scrolling. So that's the parallax effect you can see there. So it's quite easy to add that different style to the page. If I open up the live editor again here, I can go back to the row and simply turn off that effect as well if I wanted. So a very clean, easy row. The row itself is a 2-column row, so if we add a new row, it's just 2 columns that evenly split. And you can see on the right hand side what we've done is added in a featured box here with a background color styling. So it's a featured box creator element, and then in the advanced options we've put in the padding around the actual box. So the box width is 460. It's got its padding around, which is top, left, bottom and right there. And then we've also included the background color, which is that same blue color which we're using throughout the template. And then inside the featured box, if we open up that, we've just included the header text here and then this other text below. If we open up, we edit this one, obviously it's white text, you're not going to be able to see it on that background, it's just a headline element added there, and there's our text inside, and the same with the one below. Again, another headline, different color as well, so it stands out rather than just this is the testimonial, the person who's given us the testimonial. Just make it a different color, stands out with the text above. So very simple row, that one, but you know, it's quite nice, it looks good. Lots of options with the parallax effect that you can do to the background. So rather than me showing you exactly how I've built everything, you can see from that template exactly how we've done those two elements inside this template. The other sections of this are pretty self-explanatory. They're using a lot of the default settings and layouts inside. A little bit of custom CSS, nothing too advanced here, but really just nice structured design using same colors, same font styles throughout as well, and elements of just bright colors brought in to highlight particular call to actions. So it's not hard to come up with a nice creative design. Obviously this is inspired by Mention, so their designers have built their page. We're just showing you how you can build very similar designs that some of the big companies now bringing out and changing consistently. So this is the sale page. I'll jump over to the pricing page. So if we jump from here, let's go to Mention, we go to their pricing page. You can see it again here. It's a 3-column comparison table, and then we've got the brands underneath, and then the FAQ section underneath that. So if we jump to ours, here's our page. I'll go into the live editor. And the only element I want to pick on this page is the comparison table. This is using the new comparison table feature as well in the Plus pack. So this is this whole comparison table that we've built here, and it's been styled as well using different elements included inside the one element itself. The content below is pretty straightforward. Again, it's a 2-column layout on each row. You can see we've got the question and then some text underneath. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. It's a 2-column, you've got headline and paragraph below. This element here is actually, again, this is another Plus pack element. This is the slider, the testimonial slider. You can see in here we've included one, we've got the image, name, and then text. And then the second one, image, name, and text. And then the third one. So that gives us our 3 sliders there. They're different slider styles as well, so you could play around with that if you wanted to. Very good to show a bit of social proof underneath your pricing. Remember, you want to try and eliminate any doubt people have, and if they can see that other people are already using your product, you've got testimonials, good place to put them underneath these pricing sections. This is the main element we're going to look at. If I open up the editor here, so it's everything is included inside this pricing table that you saw on the page, and how it works is pretty much each column you customize the first column on the left and then middle, depending on obviously the designs. We've got different styles that you can choose from here. So we've got all the different style designs, and we're using this one. So inside here you've got the different sections or different fields to put in data for each of your table or each of your column. If we scroll on down, you can see here there's the button text. The URL would not obviously link through to anything just yet. And if we go on down, we've got the description, and then we can start including the features. And this particular first column obviously only has 3 features in it. And then we go down into the next section, so we've got the title, then the price unit, variable, description, button style, and then the URL again, description, and then features. We go through, there's more features in this one. And then we've got the third column, the custom plan over on the right. And again, the same content and more features as well, and more bullet lists there. Now there is a spreadsheet that we made to make this planning out a bit easier for you if you want to plan out how your comparison tables look and the content you want to put in them. Inside the knowledge base we have an article showing you how to use the comparison table, and it links through to a spreadsheet that's been made. It just allows you to lay this style out, or lays out the content that you want to be included inside your comparison table. So I do have a copy of it here. You can see this is that table. We just made the spreadsheet to make it easy for some people just to lay out what content's going to be included in each package section. Just really just a guide. If you're making notes and you want to change things, you can look through this kind of spreadsheet, and then you can jump back to your table that you're editing or working on here. So when you open up the elements and you're inside the actual element, you get an idea of what you're working on. Like you've got title, price, price unit. So you can just put out this information, fill out the information here, just so you know exactly. When you come back, you can look at it, see what features are included with each package, and then when you're ready to build your comparison table, you can jump in here and start putting in the data based off your spreadsheet. This is linked to in the knowledge base article, so if you look at the knowledge base article for building the comparison tables, you'll find a link to this spreadsheet if you want to use it. Just might help some of you trying to build the comparison tables. So that's really the main element to look at on that pricing table. Like I said before, everything else is self-explanatory below. You've got the 2 columns header, and you've got the text there as well. And it saves me trying to build through the entire thing for you, showing you from scratch how to do some of this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, these 2 templates are available for you to download for free. They're inside the Members Hub, so customers can log into the Members Hub and go and get both of these templates. So you don't have to watch anything and try and learn how to do it. You can go and get each of the templates inside the Members Hub, install them onto your own sites, and start playing around with them. They're completely free for you to go and download. So don't have to worry about looking back and trying to style something that I've showed you previously earlier on in the video. So 2 templates there. You've got the sales page, which is this sales page design, and then you've got the pricing table design as well. So have fun with these templates. They're beautifully designed. You can really change them up, mix them around, switch some of the images, add in your own content, and you have a completely different look and feel to what we've created. But in the meantime, if you want to go out and start looking for different kind of keywords and things on your site, we highly recommend Mention. It's a superb platform just for digging up those keywords, finding who's saying things about your brand or your particular keywords, and then it gives you a chance to even jump in on some of those comments and maybe help someone out. So it's a very, very good tool for that. Obviously, our templates are completely inspired by Mention. So there you have it, 2 templates. Have fun with them. Please do let us know if you use them. We'd love to see how you change things and what you do with them when you start using them on your own sites.